And good morning. Welcome to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, your store for floors and so much more. Randy and his team are here to help you design the perfect space. They've got over 1,000 samples of carpet, LVP, hardwood, tile, area rugs, and window finishing, but they're so much more than floors. They're cabinets, they're showers and tubs, and of course, they can help you out with countertops in your kitchen or your bathroom. The material, the color, the pattern of a countertop all play a major role in how a kitchen or bath remodel is going to turn out. And at Professional Floor Covering, they offer a huge selection of quartz, granite, marble, and laminate countertops. They'll help you find the perfect countertop that fits both your lifestyle and your design. Visit them today. Professional Floor Covering, 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam, or online at proflr.com. Kale Zilmer filling in for Wally here for a couple of weeks, and we've got Ashley Dobrinski pushing all the buttons up in the WBEV Slumberland studios. And we are happy to have our first guest on with us this morning. We are joined by a couple of folks from the brand new Beaver Dam Community Choir. We've got David Sneeder with us, Mary Irwin joins us, and Rick Ramirez is here as well. Good morning to all three of you. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thanks for having us today.
Good to have you, and always glad to have these folks in and talk. We had, I know David, you for sure, and I forget who else, on a little earlier in the year to talk about the Beaver Dam Community Choir, because this is kind of a little bit of a new venture. So for those who maybe didn't catch that last show you were on, remind us a little bit about the Community Choir.
Yeah, we had our first performance ever, May 31st of this year. So that was very exciting. It was the first time in, I think almost 2 decades since we had a choir in town. There was the Beaver Dam Oratorio for a long time that ended up, I don't know why that ended, but there was a big lapse of community choir. So a group of us got together and like, hey, it's time to get this started. And the amount of interest in the community in the area was just palpable, how excited people were. So we actually had more than 100 people sign up. Not everyone could sing the choir, so we had like way more people singing than what we thought we would. And then our very first performance was at the Beaver Dam High School Auditorium. Holds about 600 people in there, and we were just a few shy from being full. So, I mean, it was an amazing experience. Great thing about the choir, it doesn't cost anything to sing in the choir. And to come to a concert doesn't cost anything to come to a concert either, which is what brings us here today is a group of us, since Judy Hine is our director, which is part of the reason why it's so successful, because she is so loved in this community and so much fun to work with and have as a director. She was unable to direct this fall. She's working on a show in Hindsight, which is at the Community Theater in December. I'm sure she'll be on the show Hometown Today later in the year for that.
We'll be welcoming her.
So she wasn't able to do that, so a group of us just wanted to keep the choir in people's minds and maybe raise a few more funds for that so that we can continue offering this as something that people don't have to pay to sign up to be a part of or to come to see a performance. So we're keeping this fundraiser in the same vein as that. So again, if you just want a fun night out, something to do, maybe things are a little tough for you, don't worry about it. Come out, just enjoy some good music. If you are able to contribute to the choir, all donations are going towards that.
That is David Sneeder, and David, we know your role with Community Choir. We are also joined by Mary Irwin, and Mary, tell us about what you do with the Community Choir.
Actually, I don't do anything with the community choir, but I was invited to be part of this band. And I think I played with Local Vocals a bunch of years ago when they did a country crossover. And so when they were doing a country show, David asked if I would join in.
So having done a little bit with the Local Vocals, you were pretty familiar with these two gentlemen here.
Oh, yes.
A different word was coming to mind, but I went with challenge coming.
She agreed anyways.
I knew what I was getting into. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Well, really exciting, and I mean, it's awesome to have the community choir too, because I mean, you think we had the community orchestra, you've got the one voice children's choir, and there was kind of that little gap there. So it's really nice to have have that. But jumping into this really, really fun event that you guys have coming up, tell us a little bit about this. It's going to be a country jam. So what does that mean? What can we expect?
You can expect just a good time. Even if country music isn't your main musical choice or love, we're playing a lot of the country songs, like Mary was saying, crossover, so they're kind of rocking, but we've got some old country, new country. It's all the songs that everybody knows and can sing along to. So we've got some Johnny Cash, Dolly Parton. We even get into a little bit of Bon Jovi, some of their country style, Dixie Chicks, Garth Brooks.
The new guy.
Sorry, the Chicks.
The Chicks.
Lady A.
Lady A. What's that other band?
Little Big Town.
Little Big Town.
Okay.
Yeah. There's even Steve Miller. So if you like a little classic rock and roll, he's got some kind of country twinge music too. So. Just a wide range of music, popular country that everyone can sing along to. So it'll be fun.
Before we get too much further, we got lots more to talk about, but we should throw out. It's already sounding exciting, and if people are interested, when and where is this going to be taking place?
When is Saturday, September 27th. It's at 7 p.m. at the Beaver Dam High School Auditorium.
Okay, very good. We've got David Sneeder, Mary Irwin, Rick Ramirez with us for with the Country Jam, the Beaver Dam Country Jam, coming up on September 27th. A great event with the Beaver Dam Community Choir. So tell us, Mary, you kind of told us about how you got joined, but how has it been so far getting to work with this little group you put together for this show?
Oh, it's fun. It's fun. They're great singers, great performers, fun to work with. It's interesting how there's a range of learning styles, because some of us are very note-bound musicians. Give me the music, I'll play it. And some of the other players are more ear musicians, and they listen and figure it out that way, and which amazes me. But then when I walk in and sight read the music, I amaze them, I guess. So, but it's fun to meld those different styles and have it all come together.
Talk a little bit about you. You've got a pretty extensive musical background. Talk a little bit about that. Some of your music history.
My music history. My first recital was when I was 5 years old.
Wow. Wow.
I've been playing for Sunday school since 5th grade. I've went to St. Olaf, got a music education degree in French horn, and but spent a lot of time accompanying. And so other than my first year teaching everything out in North Dakota, I've been a piano teacher and church organist. And then let's throw in, 5 years at Horicon doing band, and 1 year at the middle school doing orchestra, and so it's been fun to do this and that. Handbells, brass, I don't know, what else do I do?
So much you can't keep track of it.
Yeah, so much you can't keep
That's a
track
lot.
of. And you got a musical family, too. They're all involved in music,
My
too.
husband's a band, did middle school band for 32 years, and our boys both are musicians in town.
I remember having Mr. Irwin in middle school, so that's exciting.
Awesome.
Rick, obviously I know a lot of folks familiar with you, but in case they aren't, a little bit of your background. Obviously, you've been involved in music and theater for some time.
Yeah. I came to Beaver Dam. My first show was in '97, so I loved it here so much I decided to move to Beaver Dam.
That's awesome.
Studied music. I studied music education, and I decided to make a living in maintenance. So that's why I do that now. So now I just sing on the side with Dave Sneeder and Mary and anybody who is willing to let me sing with them. I'm in.
I don't actually sing, just so people don't worry out
Don't
there.
you?
David's on drums. David's on
you
drums.
sing? Come on.
Yes, so I'm on drums. Jeff Morose is playing bass.
Okay.
So music teacher from Fall River. Dave Carlson from Rio is doing guitar. Mary's holding, piano's like the glue that holds everything together.
Oh, yeah.
So we're glad to have her playing piano, and Lakeisha Herringa is playing violin. Or in this case, fiddle.
Fiddle.
And she does some
Okay.
mandolin. So she's the concert master for the Beaver Dam Area Orchestra.
So,
been waiting to hear her play "Devil Went Down to Georgia"
Oh,
for
so
ages.
good.
And oh my gosh,
I've heard other musicians explain this, so I want to ask the question: can you explain in your own words the difference between violin and fiddle?
not at all.
No.
No, I'm a drummer. I don't know that. I think that's a Mary
Someone once
question.
told me the difference between a violin and a fiddle is whether or not you're wearing shoes.
You know, that
If
makes
you're
sense.
wearing shoes, it's a violin. If you're not, it's a fiddle.
I think she has her shoes off at rehearsal.
Maybe it's attitude. How you?
Or that could be too.
I don't know. I did hear once that fiddle maybe had like a flatter fingerboard to it because you're
okay.
doing more
Yeah, I suppose a
two
little bit
chords
more
and-
movement, quicker movement.
I have
probably
no
in
idea
some
if that's
cases.
true or not.
Could be totally made up.
Sounds
Who
good.
knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
WBEV.
Yeah,
everything is
we're not
made
gonna,
up.
we're not going to worry about fact checking that one, folks. Again, we're talking with David Sneeder, Mary Irwin, Rick Ramirez. They're all going to be part of the big Beaver Dam Country Jam, a fundraising concert for the Beaver Dam area community choir. So it's going to be a country. So I mean, where do you come up with the idea for the Country Jam? How did that whole thing get going?
Oh, well, that's a good story. So I think years ago, Rick had asked me to play drums for an idea that he and Meg Scullin had, which was a Johnny and June Carter Cash tribute show. But then once they
Well,
got
we started-
into the music here, they realized that there isn't a lot of June Carter Cash songs.
we started listening to them on our own, and we're like, wow, they're really good. Everybody loves, Johnny Cash, June Carter, but the songs that they recorded together, there's maybe 2 that are really popular. The other ones are just kind of like, okay. So then we decided, well, we really can't make a show based on that.
That's a tough show. That's a tough show. Yeah,
that would be a tough show.
exactly.
So then it just kind of expanded into like, oh, let's do more duets, and then let's do a little more rock and roll to it, and then it ended up with like, okay, we got a country jam. So yeah, you want to talk about the other singers, Rick?
Yeah, we've got Brian Frazier, who's also a member of the choir. He sings tenor next to me in the choir. We get yelled at a lot because we laugh and have so much fun. Not that that's a good thing, but it's fun. And then we
no
have
fun allowed in the choir. Is
Yeah,
that what you're
no
fun.
fun allowed.
It's a
Yeah,
no fun
no.
zone.
Judy's very, very patient with us. You could tell she was an elementary teacher. It works perfectly for our section. And then we got Rachel Moldenhauer from Watertown. She's just got a deep history of music. She's a fantastic performer. Performed with the Wisconsin Singers at UW-Madison for 4 years, I believe. So she's a teacher now in Watertown, and we pulled her into this. Meg really pulled her into this, and she's such a talented girl. Meg Scullin is such a talented performer. She's performed a lot with us over the years in theatrical productions here. So
She's in one
Yeah, I was
right
gonna
now.
say
the
she's
Four
wearing
Glasses.
Four Glasses.
Yeah.
We
Four
just had her.
Glasses
She
this
joined us
weekend,
on the
yeah.
air about a week or two ago.
yes,
So, yeah.
yes,
Busy lady.
busy lady. When you're in demand, that's good.
So you get this idea for this country jam. How many? And you got some great area musicians as part of this. So how many of this group was kind of already all together talking about the idea? And then once you got this idea, like how did you go about figuring out who else was going to be a part of this?
I think Rick and I were talking about it first, just based off of the June and Johnny and June Carter Cash show, and then Meg, of course, was part of that idea. So then I think the 3 of us were like, well, let's see who we can bring in, and then of course Meg was busy with Four Glasses, so like, oh, we better bring in Rachel too to help out because she is so extremely busy right now. So I mean, it just kind of grew from there, and like so then we just like look through our database of musician friends that we know and started contacting people, and people were very excited about helping the choir. Let's go.
Mary, is there a song in this show that really kind of sticks out to you, or is kind of a favorite that you're excited to perform? She's thinking. Boy, that you're like making me pick my favorite child here.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite child, by the way?
Who?
Yeah, that's right. We're getting into that one next. No.
Oh,
It's hard to pick. I know, right?
It's hard to pick.
How
It's
about you?
just, it's nice because I actually know most of these.
Okay.
Okay, when I did the show 14 years ago or whenever it was, there were only 2 out of the 28 that I recognized.
Oh, wow.
And so I really had to scramble
Okay,
a bit.
but coming
and
into
these
this one-
These is like, oh, I know this one.
Okay.
Because I'm usually listening to public radio.
Okay.
And so, but I know this one. you know.
Sure, sure. How about you, Rick? Is there a song on the set that kind of you're really looking forward to?
You know, I love the group numbers. So we're doing the Lady A Stars tonight. To me, I just love singing with people and just seeing everybody having fun. I mean, that's the biggest thing for me. We're also doing what is the other group I keep forgetting? Boondocks.
Little Big
A
Town?
Little
Little Big Town.
Okay. Yep.
Oh,
I
Cal's
love that
Cal's
one.
Gonna be
Man,
there.
am I 55 almost? Yeah. Yeah. Little Big Town. I love doing the group numbers.
Yeah.
Those are so fun to me. So
That's a fun song, too. It's just
Yeah.
got such a great vibe to it. Well, I know we're up against the clock here, but remind folks again when and where they can check out this awesome free concert.
Free event, so just show up on Saturday, September 27th, 7 p.m. at the Beaver Dam High School Auditorium. So we have a couple of show sponsors, so Gerald and Christy Lund are helping make this happen, and also a donation was made in honor of Judy Hine, the choir's director. So yeah, those are some sponsors that we have. Helps keep things free for the community, so we really appreciate these folks.
That's awesome. And as we wrap up, Mary, why should folks come check out the Beaver Dam Country Jam?
Because it'll be fun.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
How about Rick? Final word.
I tell you, it's just going to be, again, yeah, it's fun. We're going to have a good time. We're going to we're just sharing music that we all love for some reason or another. We all have a connection to it. I was just going to say, too, the choir itself. I've been in some really stuffy choir. I studied music, and I was in some really heady secular choral music stuff. This choir in Beaver Dam is very unique. So much fun. We do some modern stuff we don't do in regular choir. So support that, support this, and come and hear some country music. And if you got change or folding money too, give in.
All right, awesome. That is Rick Ramirez. We're also joined by Mary Irwin and David Senior. Thanks so much for coming in this morning, guys. It was great to catch up with you.
You bet.
Thanks for having
Cale.
us.
Looking forward to the show. We'll have more Hometown Today coming up next on 95.3. And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today presented by Professional Floor Covering, also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. Well, in this segment, we are excited to have a special guest joining us by phone. We are talking this morning with our pal Holly from Memory Making Travel. Good morning, Holly. How are you today?
I am great. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. You know, it's kind of fun time of year right now when it comes to weather, because you get a little bit of that cooling off, which is kind of nice. I love doing yard work out in weather like that, but we're still going to have some warm. I'm looking at the forecast. Looks like later in the week we get to get back up to those 80s, but you know, winter's going to be here before you know it. Holly, I am not a winter guy. I enjoy going out, maybe snowmobiling a couple times, and I told somebody the other day, to me, the only good thing about things getting colder is I get additional pockets for snack storage with my hoodies and my jackets. But there is one other really good thing about the cold weather, because if you're like me and you want to get out of it, by the time February rolls around, like, we're really getting sick of it. But we've got our upcoming Waves, Beaches, Escapes, and Vibes trip that we are doing with you. If folks have not heard about this, which I would be totally shocked at this point, but tell us about this trip, because it's going to be really fun.
First of all, I love the title, because did you notice it's WBEV's initials in
Yes,
the title?
I did catch that. I love that. That is so much fun.
But yeah, we are heading to Secrets Playa Mujeres Golf and Spa Resort in Mexico, February 1st through the 6th, or through the 7th, depending on your time frame. I know when we first announced this, we're like, oh, we have plenty of time. Well, now we don't have plenty of time. We need to know if you're coming with us by October 15th, because groups like this, you know, we need to get things finalized with the resort and airlines. And we are flying out of Milwaukee this time. We heard the listeners. They're like, hey, Holly, we want to go in the wintertime instead of May. We want to try something different. We'd love to fly out of Milwaukee instead of Chicago if possible. And we want adults only. And I'm like, check, and check. So I'm so excited, because number 2, the Secrets property, besides being adults only, is a 5-star for those other people who came with us to Secrets in Punta Cana. They saw what that was like. But this one is actually being refurbished as we speak. It's going to be opening up again in December. So we're going to have basically a brand new property with, you know, nice, gorgeous views. The beach there, I have been there. You can walk for miles. I'm a beach walker, so try to get my walk in before I have my cocktails in the afternoon, just to make it be a little okay. It's also right next to a Dreams property, which is the family side, basically, or family resort. So if you wanted, you can even go over there, included. And if you like dolphins, there was a dolphin swimming area in front the last time I went anyway. So that's kind of cool, too, just to watch them in the morning or whatever. Yeah.
That's amazing. And I know I mean, looking at some of the pictures of this resort, I mean, it is like something straight out of a dream. It is unbelievable. And you get to hang out with our pal Wally, because he's going to be hosting. Wally and Charlie are going to be there, too. It's going to be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to it. And but like you said, cannot wait. I mean, 2026 is like getting so close already. I can't believe it. But so again, you can't wait too much longer to get signed up. And of course, all the details are available on our winter getaway page at DailyDodge.com. You can check out the pictures, the details, and it's, as you can, if you can't tell, folks, working with Memory Making Travel has been awesome, because they really listen to everybody, and they said, okay, we've got some great feedback. We can make these things happen. We can definitely go at a different time of year. We could totally do all inclusive, and yes, we could definitely fly in and out of Milwaukee. So that's really great. Holly, before I let you go, obviously we're really excited about that trip, but you've got a couple of other really fun trips coming up too that you can tell us about real quick.
Yeah. Well, a bunch of your listeners, we're leaving for Italy soon. We leave in October, so excited about that group trip. I'm actually heading over the pond later today to do some recon missions.
Yeah.
We're going to be announcing that, I think, later this month from that destination. So I don't think I want to spill the beans too much, but be on the lookout for that, or have people like my business page, and you can maybe get get a few hints that way. But yeah, I'm actually heading to Spain this afternoon to go to a wedding for my best friend's son. So
Wow.
I've been home a week. I was in Alaska with a group last week, but I go so I really like to be able to tell people about the destination, before you get there for any
Yeah.
nerves. But I want to just go right back to Secrets real quick for those who don't know what an all-inclusive is. Now, remember, the price that you see, it has your flight from Milwaukee direct. It has all-inclusive means your food, your drinks. If you want to order a round of shots for everyone, you can do it. The rooms, transfers in destination to and from. Because we're flying from Milwaukee, I do know a person with a bus that we can maybe set up if people don't want to drive to Milwaukee. It'll be a minimal charge. So again, whatever we need, I got you.
Awesome. That is, it's going to be an incredible trip. And again, as I mentioned, you can certainly check out all the details on DailyDodge.com. You check out Holly's website. And Holly, if people maybe have some questions, last-second questions before they book or anything, or they'd rather book through you, how can they get a hold of you?
Well, you can give me a call, 262-707-3342. But just a reminder, I am going to be 7-8 hours ahead. But you can just message me, Holly, HOLLIE, at memorymakingtravel.com. My associates will be looking at my emails if they have questions. Otherwise, the website really does have all the information, and that's memorymakingtravel.com. And then go to the Groups tab and look for the WBEV Winter Getaway.
Awesome. Holly, always great to chat with you and really excited for this trip.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
That is Holly with Memory Making Travel. We'll be back with more Hometown Today next on 95.3. Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam, where they invite you to check out their clearance corner, a whole department filled with exciting final clearance merchandise. Stop in today and experience a treasure hunt for some great bargains. They've got discontinued items and as is merchandise, all reduced to rock bottom pricing. You can save big on mattress sets, end tables, coffee tables, chairs, and accessories. All items are one of a kind. Visit the clearance corner and enjoy the savings at McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam, where customers matter and quality counts since 1858. And don't forget, stop in and see them for the Chamber of Commerce wine tour coming up next Friday, September 19th. Stop in and say hi at McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We are excited to welcome in our next guest here on Hometown Today this morning. We've got some folks with the Watertown Players upcoming production of Rumors. And joining us today is Jenny Ortega. She is the director. Jim Ortega joining us as well. He is the set builder. Bill Eddington is with us. He is part of the cast. And Blaine Landowski joins us as well on lights and sound. Great to have you all here this morning.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We appreciate you making the trip. Always good to catch up with the Watertown Players. Excited for this next production of Rumors. Jenny, we'll start with you. Tell us a little bit about this show.
This is by my favorite playwright, Neil Simon.
Okay.
This is the first farce that Mr. Simon ever wrote, and a farce is something that is kind of outlandish, and this is a very outlandish show. It's based on a couple who is having their 10th anniversary party. You never see these two on stage. You see 4 other couples. They all come to the party, and there are all sorts of rumors flying around about affairs and what happened to the hosts of the party. The first couple that come in, they discover that the host, Charlie, has an extra hole in his earlobe because he has unfortunately been shot in the earlobe.
Oh no, hate it when that happens.
Yeah, it is kind of an unfortunate thing. So they don't know why it's happened. He's kind of strung out on Valium, so they don't know why this has happened. So it's all about trying to keep the secret of Charlie being shot. The wife, Myra, is nowhere to be seen. So these 4 couples, and they all have their own idiosyncrasies. You get to learn about the couples and their relationships with each other. And then in the second act, some cops come to find out why there were gunshots, and you learn the story, what happened at the end.
Okay, so really it's just a show based on my past weekend? Is that what you're saying? No, I'm just kidding. No,
I did hear about that. There were rumors.
Yeah, exactly. No, it sounds like a really, really, really fun show with the Watertown Players. And before we get to the rest of the cast and crew here today, when and where can folks check out this show?
So the show is at the Watertown Players Theater, which is at 210 South Water Street in the Market in Watertown. It is September 19th, 20th, 26th, and 27th at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
And Sunday the 28th at 2 o'clock. Tickets are $15 in advance. What a deal.
Yeah.
And they can be purchased at Piggly Wiggly in Watertown, which is 1330 Memorial Drive, or you can call our box office, which is 920-306-4364. Or you can buy tickets at the door, which are $20. One thing I do want to say about our theater, we have some very exciting news. For the last 3 years, probably, we have been raising money to put in stadium seating. The way our theater was, it's a beautiful little space. It's a very quaint, but the whole audience was on the floor.
Sure.
And so sight lines for our stage were pretty tough. And as a director, to watch people having to dodge heads to look to see the stage was kind of disheartening. Well, I'm happy to say that this show, the first show of the 11th season at the Market, will have stadium seating.
Yay!
So it's going to be, there won't be a bad seat in the house. You'll be able to see the everything the actors are doing, which puts a little more pressure on the actors. But it's something very exciting. So if you've seen a show with us in the past, you're going to have a little bit different experience. If you've never been there, you need to come. This is the show to come to see.
That is some awesome news.
It
Well,
is.
you brought some cast and crew with you today. We'll chat with them a little bit. I want to skip right to Bill Eddington, who is part of the cast. Bill, tell us a little bit about the character you're playing in this show.
Well, out of a very frenetic cast, I'm probably the one who's the most relaxed. That's because I'm a professional psychoanalyst, and tend to try and keep things under wraps and
Okay.
And sane.
Okay, very good. So you're like the character that you get to kind of sit back and enjoy because you're kind of observing and are you analyzing some of these characters a little bit?
Can't help it.
Yeah, you can't help it as your role. Tell me a little bit about what it is you enjoy about playing. Ernie Kuzak is the name of the character. What have you enjoyed so far about playing Ernie?
Well, Ernie and his wife Cookie are a very loving couple, and we see everything that's going on, and again, just responding to the craziness. We get caught up in that, and it's just a lot of fun because so much is happening all the time. It's a very active show, very funny show.
Is there anything in particular that you've been doing to prepare for this role? Have you been reading psychology books? Have you been psychoanalyzing your own friends and family members? Anything like that?
Well, no, just playing one on stage.
Has there been any for you? Have you found anything about playing this character that's been challenging?
Anytime I'm on stage, I find it challenging because you're projecting yourself to be someplace else, and I encourage anybody and everybody to participate in local theater because it's an opportunity for growth, challenge. It's out of what normal people do on a normal day, and to jump in and have a challenge and work with other folks who really have done this on a much deeper, more frequent basis. It's almost intimidating sometimes because we have an experienced cast, and they're helping this old guy along a little bit, and it's fun. It's a real growth opportunity.
That is Bill Eddington. He plays Ernie Kuzak in the Watertown Players' upcoming production of Rumors. Why don't you head over to Jim Ortega. And Jim, tell us a little bit about your role with this show.
Sure. I'm getting to build the set, and what's unique about this one is there's a second story. For example, we have a low ceiling. So
Okay.
to put a second story on the stage is a little bit of a technical experience. I actually had to do the platform floor twice because I had installed it and put the 3/4-inch plywood on top to be the subfloor, and discovered I didn't have enough ceiling height to put 2-bedroom doors.
Oh, no.
They're full-size doors, 80-inch doors, and I was like 2 inches short.
Oh, boy.
So I had to lower the floor again, put it back together, and okay, good. Now I can put 2 doors up there. But
we don't. I think when people go to see shows, probably don't think a whole lot about what the set building process was like and the challenges you faced there. Have you done a lot of set building? Is this a little new to you?
No, I've done quite a few. I've lost track of how many, and this must be our second Neil Simon production because we also did Brighton Beach Memoirs, and I had to build a second story on there, but it was larger and it was over in our ceiling slants, so you have more room stage left. So I was able to use, that's why I was thinking I have no problem, because I had 3 doors that I had to put on that, and I had no problem for height, so I just built the floor the same height, and it's like, but this time we were on the low end. But I mean, many stages so far, and I've had the opportunity to actually act on stage on several productions. So I've had, a good variation of not only building the set, but also being able to perform on stage. So it's.
And you, for this show, being the set builder, you have kind of a unique vantage point from the rest of the cast. You're obviously the cast used to being on stage, crew gets to see but as a set builder, you haven't seen the show. You're going to kind of get to go enjoy it with the audience for the first time.
Exactly. If I'm not actually on stage, I don't want to know what the details of the show are because we don't have any freebie tickets. I have to buy a ticket. So I want to be entertained. So I try not to know anything about the show before I get to see it. So
If I'm in a production, he won't run lines with me because he doesn't want to know
My
about
wife-
the
He
show.
doesn't want to know. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness, that's
so-
interesting. That is Jim Ortega. He's on set building for the upcoming production of Rumors. Blaine Landowski is here as well. Blaine, you are on lights and sound. How has it been going so far with rehearsals and all that? How's it been going?
Really good. One of the biggest fears running lights and sound is, do the actors know their lines? And do I have to flip a bunch of pages and keep up? But like Bill said, they're a very experienced cast and they're doing really well. Some of the fun with this show is that a number of the sound cues help add to the chaos with different things that come up, and actors have to react to it, and it's kind of like another character.
I know you have one of your cast members here, so I know I don't want to put you on the spot too much because I know this could be a tough one. But from a lights and sound standpoint, is there a character in the show that has stuck out to you so far?
Probably Ken.
Okay.
He's the first one there, a lawyer, so he's thinking all the angles and how to protect everybody. He probably is the one that sticks out the most.
That is Blaine Landowski. He is on Lights and Sound. We've got Bill Eddington playing Ernie Kuzak. Jim Ortega is on building sets. Jenny Ortega is the director. And Jenny, I know we're just about out of time. Couple other cast members you want to throw out and recognize before we get out of here?
Sure, yeah, definitely can do that. That'd be great. So we have, you mentioned Ken. That is being played by Mike Kent. Mike is a lawyer in Madison, lives in Waterloo. Ashley Woodard is in the show. Tara Jones, Jeff Boyce, Diane Schultz, Diane was a teacher at the Watertown High School for many, many years. Jim and Lisa Steffel, who have been in a lot of our shows. And then we have Amber Dawn Ledbetter and Kara Jorgensen rounding out the cast.
All right, very good. Going to be a fun show. If you want to just remind folks the dates and times and where they can find their tickets.
You bet. So the show is September 19th and 20th, which is a week from this week. September 19th, 20th, 26th, and 27th at 7 p.m. September 28th, which is a Sunday, at 2 p.m. Tickets can be purchased for $15 at Piggly Wiggly in Watertown, 1330 Memorial Drive, or by calling our box office 920-306-4364. Or if you're just out and about that day and say, hey, I think I'll go see the show, it's $20 at the door. And we also have concessions, so you can get popcorn, soda, water, $1 each.
All right.
Tariff.
Very good. No tariff. Jenny Ortega, Jim Ortega, Bill Eddington, and Blaine Landowski. Can't wait for the show. It sounds really awesome, and good luck.
Thank you
you.
so
Thank you for
much,
having
Gail.
us.
We'll be right back to wrap things up here on Hometown Today next on 95.3.
on Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today presented by Professional Floor Covering, also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings. That is going to do it for us today. Don't forget, Brewers baseball coming up this afternoon as the Brewers take on the Rangers, 1 o'clock for the pregame coverage here on WBEV. And our next WBEV Brat Fry coming up this Friday, September 12th, 11 to 1. We'll be at Charleston House on Fakes Court in Beaver Dam, just off Madison Street. And we'll be there from 11 to 1. Brat and a soda or a water for $2. And for this and the last Brat Fry, you could also potentially get a Pernet Premium hot dog with a soda or water for $2. They are limited quantities, though, so first come, first serve on that. You can check out all the details on the Brat Fry page at DailyDodge.com. That's going to do it for us here on Hometown Today from 95.3 WBEV.